and skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Good morning. Good afternoon, some. Good evening. However, this show may find y'all. You've reached a workout with Kush. I'm Raider Kush. Y'all want to work out with me? All right, let's do it. Let's get some music on first, though. I was kind of feeling that lo-fi yesterday. That was pretty nice. Yeah. Let's see what we got in the building. We got stream bots running in the building. This glove on. We have the beautiful, got the beautiful Columbia River out here, pushing right now, looking good. No high tide today. That water was all the way to where that dark spot was. And now it's already back. Look how the new vegetation it didn't grow from just being underwater for last week, maybe a couple of days this week. But what is it already? Wednesday, May 24th, 2023. Let's see who's in the building. Got Raider Pete. Good morning to you, brother. Time to grind. You right. It is time to grind. Speaking of grinding, man, I'm tired. Nothing wrong with being tired. Take a day to rest and relax and recoup. But I loved it. I loved doing stuff that's extraordinary when it comes to work, working out, life in general. It's always fun. But I had to get some projects done, and also do all of my other day-to-day stuff, and that became. Good morning. How you doing? Yeah. Keep it going, though. There you go. Have a good one. But yeah, I had to pull an all-nighter just to get that one done, and it revitalized me, man. It really did. It made me feel good. Like, I love having projects that I'm so engaged with that it consumes me. I'm that type of person. I'd rather have that, and I loved it. It recharged me. I like being tired and beat at the end of the day. I like being just exhausted. So that's how I finally felt last night when I went to bed, and it got me some rest and the feeling of accomplishment. If anything, it's the feeling of accomplishment and happiness for people that I'm helping out. So it's a project that I'm working on to help other people, really, myself included, but other people as well, to get make them a lot of money. So anytime I'm doing that, and it's something that is beneficial, you just get this whole new feeling of excitement about life, and that's where I'm at about it. I love it. Seabass, what's going on with you? Good morning, man. Wild Turkey, good morning. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Getting this walk in, and like I said yesterday, I know you guys wanted the E&K show. I wanted to do the E&K show. And I needed to get some sleep too. So I was up all night working, and then stayed up again. Morning, how you doing? And I stayed up. I took an hour nap, took a little power nap, and did the E&K show. We did that for 3 hours, and then finally shut it down about midnight or so. Got up at 6 and took my son to the gym. He woke me up like, Dad, hey man, you going to the gym? Like, yeah, let's go. For real, it feels like sometimes, real talk, I feel like I'm like Aaron Donald's dad, man. Like my son is like that type of character, bro. He has that type of mentality, and I'm like just trying my best to tone it, and build on something for him. And yeah, he woke me up. It was about 6:15, 6:30. Got our ass up and went to the gym. So I know I'm gonna sleep real good tonight, or whenever I'm done, finally get a chance to shut it down. I'm gonna sleep good. See that said he eating that breakfast right now. Yep, what you eating, man? Definitely want to know, because I had to eat today. I took me down a protein shake just now after that workout. The first workout this morning went at 6. Man, my son is getting strong, bro. Like, we did arms, and I'm pretty damn impressed. What's up, Ben? How you doing, bro? He said he's listening from work. I'm tired. Hey, bro, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Me and Ben getting the chats down, man. We getting our relationship in the comments down, bro. Yeah, man. Y'all missed it. Shout out to Sports Main on the E&K show. Brought him back on at his request. He was like, "Hey, bro, I want to get back on the show." And you know what? I always take pride in that, because there's one thing. How you doing? It's good, man. There's one thing to get like a person on your show or on your channel, talk to them, and then it's another thing to get them to want to come back. So I always want to create that environment for people to feel comfortable to talk about whatever they want to. Damn, look at this. Just staring at a brother right here. What do I do, y'all? What would you do? You just run that shit? I'm gonna go around. Let's go around that shit. They're still gonna hit over here. Right here. But it just shows that we doing what I want to do is building that environment for people to feel comfortable to come on the show, talk about what they feel, and we move on with our life. And yeah, it was good. It was good. I know Sports may be having some takes that be getting people going crazy. And I swear he's not doing it on purpose. He doesn't give a shit about what you guys think. I promise you that. I don't get the feeling. But he's just expressing how he feels about his team. And, people talk about facts and stats and those type of things. You know what I mean? And I looked at him and I listened to him. The one thing he did bring up, though, that were stats. He's talking about the Broncos. Man, one of them damn things got me. Is they had a top 10 defense, maybe top 10. I believe it was top 10, maybe top 15 over the last couple years, but they've been pretty solid defense. And he brought up the point that they only added to their offensive weaponry with their new head coach and the development of, one said, Russell Wilson later on in his career. He helped retire Drew Brees and make sure that he had his career change when he left from the Dischargers over to the Saints. So this is also a person that you look at, and again, we talk about facts and stats and all that stuff. If you go back and look at what Russell Wilson has said, he said that he models his game after Drew Brees because they're about the same height. They manipulate the pocket the same way. He's a lot more mobile than Drew Brees, but he says that he models his game after Drew Brees in certain aspects of the passing, as well as things on how he recovers and adapts to the game and his understanding and relationship with Sean Payton. If you don't believe me, look up Russell Wilson, looks up to Drew Brees. I had a Seahawks fan that told me about it. So that's where I get my That's where I get my sources of my information from. Shout out to you, Seahawks Steve. I appreciate you for that one. But yeah, so when we start talking about that stuff, again, there's more layers to it. And sometimes people got to listen. You just got to listen to other people's opinion besides saying, already dismantling them and writing them off. Because look at it this way: if we've had that standard with everything and everybody, then we'd all be looking at people differently. I wouldn't be looking at people the same way. I know people wouldn't be looking at me the same way. So I liked it. I liked the conversation, but it definitely invokes a lot of conversations that don't need to really be said sometimes. Certain things, calling people out about certain stuff. Just go back and just listen to them. If you want people to respect your opinion, you got to respect other people's opinion too. And that's my opinion. My opinion is respect everybody's opinion to be able to have your opinion respected. I need to share that one. So, but it's true though. You can't be on here and say, oh yeah, I need y'all to respect me, when at least you got to listen and understand other people where they're coming from. I'll call somebody stupid or whatever if they make some dumb shit, but I saw that it was founded in some stats, that he brought up. And it's always good to talk to that brother, man. It's always good. Get another perspective. What's up, NorCal? How you doing, bro? Good to see you, man. Wow, Turkey was in the building. What's good? What's good? Glad to see you here. Got Big Worm. Hey, appreciate you, Worm. Yeah. I know, Ben. When he said Denver was gonna win, I know that's when he lost me as well. And I was like, you need some explaining, bruh. Because look, man, we all know. As much as we want to root the Raiders on, what did we say last year? We're like, hey, we'll take second place in the division and get into that wild card spot. We just need to be in the dance. So that's where I think he took a hot take. You know what I'm saying? On that one, amongst others. Yeah. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 30, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28, 9, 30. One for the nation. 31. Yeah, man, that one was a crazy take. I was like, nah, sports, man, they ain't gonna win. I don't think they're gonna win the division, big dog. That motherfucker did say that. And but you know what? I see where he's coming from. I think he's talking about. No, I'm not saying I think what he's talking about, but just kind of understanding that part is they have a really good defense. If they dial in their offense, then they'll be there. What's going on? Just took the souls in the house. What's up, man? Yep, I hate saying it too, but Denver's gonna be there. Yep, they're not the same Denver team that we're used to. We're used to a Denver team that's gonna be good on paper, which I still think. I'm not worried about the defense because Patrick Surtain was hyped up, shut down everybody else, and I saw the greatness of Devontae and what he means to the team and how he wasn't going to let no cornerback punk him. Speaking of greatness, it's about that time, y'all. I bring out my co-host, my good buddy, Dirty Raider. What's happening?
What up? What's going on?
Oh, man. Feeling his chest today from these push-ups.
I feel you.
Woo. Yep. You in the Batmobile?
Yeah, had to get coffee, man. Trying to wake up. You know how that go. Trying to wakey.
Wakey. Eggs and bacon. Yeah. Oh, vacation over there.
I don't know why people always say that, bro. Everybody wants to run to the swine. You want swine? No, just
Hey, what's up, Dark? Hey, congratulations, bro, on your selection. I don't know if it's been announced yet, but congratulations.
no, it hasn't. It hasn't. It hasn't.
Yeah, in
Keep
that
that on
case,
the
we'll we'll
keep it on the
congratulate you when it
L,
comes.
man. We gonna do it all. We gonna do it all at one time, man. We gonna do a show
Yeah.
introducing the new. Just hold off. You know what I mean? Just hold off. We're trying to get them all together. We're trying to get our
Hold on.
ducks in a row.
Hey, man,
We're trying to get our
I feel
ducks
it. I can.
in a row. It's a
That's
duck
why.
day.
That's why. Hey,
Yeah.
you never see that. That's why I was like. That's why I was like. That's why I was like. Hey, man. Hey, just a congratulations to you. It could be a new baby. It could be a new job. It could be anything, man. You know. Congratulations. Raider room in the house. Hey, Raider room. Raider room, save me. Bro, I was so fucking tired yesterday, man. I tried to make an IG post for the homie Surge, man, for Raider Stats, because he made his first article. He published his first article, man, and it's really good. Go and check it out on RaiderRoom.com, nation. If y'all get a chance, man, please go support the homie, man. Young kid, he's a very, very talented individual. And so anyway, I try and give him a support post on IG, and I tagged the wrong fucking person. So Raider Room was like, "Yo, man, you tagged Oakland something." I'm like, what the fuck? I'm half awake. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, yo, man. So I go and look at the post. I'm like, oh man. So you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If you don't got a homie in your team that's like Raider Room, man, you guys are missing out. You gotta have a homie like Dirty. You gotta have a homie like me. You gotta have a homie like Raider Room that's gonna call you, be like, hey, bro, hey man, did you check out your post? You put the wrong shit on there, man. So shout out to you, bro, because I was knocked out. I must have been half awake when I wrote it, but I was trying my best to show some love, even when I was tired.
Raider Room came in and said, "Anime, eat the cake. Anime, eat the cake. Sing the song like I wrote it. Sing the song like I wrote it."
He put that cigarette. Now, anime now. You're singing off. I'm singing.
Anime.
Sing the damn song like I told you.
Now I need to sing the song like I wrote it. Now, Anime. You want some cake? Have some cake, Anime. But you're gonna sing the song like I wrote it.
Kish, I wake up in a new Bugatti.
Let me run this coffee in the house, man. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, you get it. Bottom or top. You know what's crazy is, man, we done found it, but that there was a tweet that came out, some stupid ass tweet about who is the top head coaches, talent or power rankings right now, and they gave Peyton. He's in the top 10 out of head coaches, and they put McDaniels. Just go look at the tweet. I ain't gonna say that they put McDaniels. They got him down there, but who cares about the rankings? It's the stats, and we know that we're not gonna get no love from mainstream media or anything ever. So I'm not too worried about that point. But adding to the fact that you add these new head coaches in that haven't been coaching in a long time, and they have those guys regarded as a better play caller. And I'm guessing they're looking also at the situations and how they perform under, that too. I would hope if they're given a power ranking, but I want to see what the rubric is for how they assess these coaches. And of course, they got Belichick number 1, Big Red number 2. The surprising list that I saw was Peterson from the Jaguars, who was a coach that a lot of y'all were pounding the table to get. I remember when the option was, well, not a lot of people, but there were some folks who could get lots of them guys. Morning. But if we would have picked him up, I don't think people would have been too mad at that. But he was ranked, I think, number 7, I believe, on that list. Yeah, there you go. The nation, and everyone gets it. Yeah, for sure. Afakasi, what's going on, man? If you guys ain't see Afakasi's post on IG, he's just talking about this. Uh, go and check it out, and go follow the link too. Hit that link and watch the video of the surprise free agent that they're Afakasi is projecting that we're gonna pick up. You still have that up, Afakasi, on your page? We the people, what's going on, man? And, ooh, implement crossplay. That'd be dope. Denver winning the division is a joke. Sean Payton ain't no guru. I really hope not, man. I really hope not. I hope that they keep on flopping and we sweep them again this year in this series. It'd be great. Coaching goes a long way. Yep. Yeah, I don't know about winning that division either, bro. I can't say that a team is going to go from being last in a division, didn't make any changes in the quarterback position, added a coach that has won one Super Bowl, but is a good coach. He's a great coach. I don't think that coach can come in and change the team like that, though. I don't see that. To come and win the division first year out, they got to really be doing something more significant than that. Sean Payton ain't shit. Yep. Coles, no way the Raiders get better. Donkeys downgrade weapons and defense. They lost Chubb, bro. Shout out to my homie Seahawks Steve. He hit me with that tidbit of information too this morning. I have my conversations with my peoples, man, and they always give me some good insight. But yeah, they lost two of their top defensive guys this year too. So they may be taking a step back on defense with the addition of Peyton. Maybe they feel like they don't need to. You know, they don't have to have those defensive stars like that anymore. Damn, mosquitoes. Whew. See what y'all got in the chat. Let me get these push-ups in. Warriors all day. Yeah, still talking. I love it. Yeah. It is the must-watch. Yep, I agree. They have to fix Russell Wilson. I don't think they're going to win shit until they do that. I'll be them don't work. So stand by the rest of the week. So that was him. Yep. I know. It ain't looking that way, at least. You know what I'm saying? It ain't looking like he's going to be getting a deep ball.
What up?
What up? Sean Payton needs to improve. You can see a team that can out Drew Brees. Yep. Yeah, I ain't giving them the division right off the first year. He got a lot that he needs to improve on first on that team. Morning, Seagal. What's going on? It is Wednesday, I guess. Yeah, happy Wednesday. I want to see it. I want to see the deep ball. I would love to see it. You know, Devontae can catch it. He was out there mossing a couple cats last year with that damn thing. So I ain't worried about him. Just who's going to be throwing that thing. Josh McDaniels needs to improve to be a head coach. It's the defense, too, though. Like I talked about yesterday. I hate to see it because I really want to see our coach succeed, Patrick Graham. But he has not had a winning season as a defensive coordinator. And he's been a defensive coordinator now this is going on his 6th year. So this is the year he got to have a winning season in the book of stats.
Morning, Pizzle. What's good with you, man? Yeah, I'm all right, bro. I'm all right. It's a good morning. Thank you. The haircut, I was getting tired of the other shit. I was looking rough, looking homeless, looking like I didn't care about myself. I had to let that shit go. Had to cut that shit off. You know what I
Navy vet, what's up, man? Salute to ain't seen you in a while. Yeah, you got that. Who cleans you up? Where you go to?
You see my new toy over there?
Oh shit! What is that? What you got there?
Little something. Little something.
Is that you got you an extendo on that motherfucker? I thought that was a boomerang, bro. I thought it was a boomerang, bro. I was like, what is you out here got something for Afakasi? You throwing a boomerang? What the fuck you got there? You got a gift from down under?
It is Australian.
You mean Austrian?
That's Australian.
That's Austrian.
Same shit to me.
Yeah.
It started with an A and a U and an S, don't it?
Yep. Yeah, man. That's boy, I ain't seen one of those in a long time.
Yeah, that's a 30. That whole 30.
Okay.
Play if you
I'm
want
working
to.
my way down, chat. For
Play
real. You said you gonna be ready. Man, Washington State, man, they tried to impose this new law saying you can't buy rifles in the state. And you know what these motherfuckers gonna do? They going right up to Idaho and just said, bet, I'm gonna go buy it over there. It says that you can't buy it, but if you possess it, there's nothing that they can say. So everybody went right on up to Idaho and recoup their shit. Our previous QB threw an interception and lose. We go,
That's
oh
an
boy,
18. That's an 18.
Your clip?
Nah, that's a Glock 18.
Okay, I got you. That's what is a 18? That's is that a 9mm?
That's a don't.
Yeah. Don't. It's about you lost the playoffs. I'm getting there.
Just look at that.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay, I know you're talking about now. I know you're talking about. Yeah. We was just having that conversation. Yeah. Okay. It's like I said, my brain is still. I ain't fully rested. I had to think about it. I was like, oh yeah, what is that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Say less. I got you now. Yeah, I need one of those. Man,
I saw that motherfucker. I said it do what?
Yeah. Let me get that shit. Get that shit right now. Hey, how do Shannon Sharp say it? Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem.
I got no issues, man.
That video you made the other day, that's what it is. Hey man, we want no problem. Man, I'm already sweating. That's how you know it's hot. It's too early. It's too early for this damn heat. What's up with Adams and the trick plays? Yeah, we got to get better with that.
Go ahead and share that screen when you get a chance.
Oh yeah, my bad.
You good? Little something for people real quick, just to wake up your morning. This is my salute to everyone. Good mornings.
That man said, I ain't gonna be here for a long time, but I'm gonna be here for a good time. That captions to say that right there. If I ain't gonna be here for a long time, I'm gonna be here for a good time with a person. Man, it's like a good day to come out here and get some work, man.
Yeah, California punching the air right now.
They got off their hands. No. No. Oh, they said Arthur hands. That motherfucker gripping his hands. Oh. I love that damn meme.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. Just saying.
Yep.
That's why I tell people, I'm really not the one you want to run up on, bro.
Yep.
I don't know what one sounds like. I don't know what one sounds like.
Exactly.
I know what 30 sound like coming out in 7 seconds.
Yep. Extending that clip. Extending that clip. Man, look at them ducks. I love them over there. They deep today. Shit, I ain't fucking with y'all. Go ahead.
Man, I'm telling you, when you walk over there, it's the Kush train over there, bro. That's what they call themselves, the Kush train. They follow your engine while they watch your caboose.
Man, you a damn fool, man. Oh shit. What's up, JB? What's good with you, man?
Yeah. No, it's just a switch. That's all it is. It has a built-in switch.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, once you add the stock and everything to it and all of it, then it becomes some bullshit. I know people who extend the barrel and fuck all that, bro. Fuck all that.
Do that.
That just causes attention.
Yep. Yes, it do. That's just to get you to the rifle anyway.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Took your soul. I got one of those too. I got one of them in my closet.
What they say in gun warfare, weaponry is only time you're using your pistol is to be able to get your ass back to your rifle so you can shoot, so you can use that. So you got that extendo clip, you just shoot to get.
The only time you should be using any of these, man, is when your life is fully in danger.
Yeah, my bad. Let me preface that shit.
Yeah, first and foremost, man, the only time you should ever be using these motherfuckers is either at the range to have some fun, or when your life is truly, truly, truly in danger. That's it.
Are you getting paid by the military to do
it? Yeah.
Because sometimes your life may not be in danger. They're gonna be like, "Hey, man, hey, I'm gonna need you going up over there and go handle some business real quick. Need you to step out over there."
Hey, that was always my issue, man. I ain't going to kill nobody, ain't did nothing to me, man. What the problem is, man.
Yep.
Let them people live, man. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You want me to go blow up a whole town? They ain't got shit to do with nothing? Nah, man, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
Hey, and they gonna look at you just like this. You damn right. Yep, Dirty, we need you to go over there. You need to kill the whole thing. Blow it all up. Ask no question.
You go ahead and court-martial me now, bro. I ain't doing it. Go ahead and court-martial me now, bro. I ain't doing it.
Yep. Good shit. Man, I'm getting crazy, boy. Shout out to Rich, man.
The Beretta used to be nice, but when I think of Berettas, I think of Pontiacs, bro. I can't cipher between the gun and the Pontiac. They both trash to
me. The first time I ever shot a pistol, I shot Beretta because they got that little thumb. I
hate that gun. That shit's terrible. Yeah, that's a shitty ass gun.
Yeah, the safety handle is up by your thumb and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like old school. It's like a little thumb switch. And I couldn't stand that, man.
I hate that shit.
They heavy. They real heavy. Mostly metal.
They jam a lot. A lot. Berettas jam a lot. That's why police officers don't carry them anymore.
Yep,
they used to be the official side piece of all police branches.
Yep. Internationally,
when you find a police officer with a Beretta, you'll find them with a Glock, more than likely a Glock, or a Smith & Wesson. They might have a Smith & Wesson. They may have a Glock or
Sig Sauer.
They might have a Sig. A lot of them carry SIGs. You'll never catch a police officer with a high point, ever. You'll never
unless it's their
side backup ankle piece.
Yeah, and most cops carry 6-shooter as their backup piece and carry it in their vest, because when you're fighting somebody and you're close quarters, allegedly, when you have a Glock, you have that little pressure sensor barrel, and if you push it on someone's chest, it's not going to be able to shoot. It won't be able to pull the charging handle back. So you keep a 6-shooter, allegedly, in your vest, because you're fighting a motherfucker. Bam, you can, you know what I'm saying, handle your business. But yeah, man, yeah, them Glocks.
Rugers too. A lot of them carry
Rugers. Yeah, I forgot about Rugers. Yep.
Yeah.
But Glocks, man, you can bury your fucking Glock for a year. Go pick it up out the ground, load that shit up, and it'll most likely shoot. That's why they like it.
9 times out of 10, it'll fire. It's really one of the only guns that'll fire in all elements: dirt, water, sand. It don't matter. It don't fires.
Matter. Yep. Yeah, I ain't shot a Beretta in a while. Unless it's I hear they got some good higher caliber ones, but after I shot a 9, I was turned off of it. Too fucking heavy. And then for hands too, like you talked about yesterday, your tools, how you like them. Glock, I like Glock 45s because the hands, it fits my hand grip better.
I like the 18, bro. I like the 18. It's comfortable.
You know
what I mean? The 40, the miniature 40 as well. The Glock miniature 4.
Mm-hmm. Those are nice.
I love that gun. That's a nice one. That shit fit. Shit fit in any pocket, bro.
I like the mini Glock like that over the regular size. The 21.
They fit anywhere. Them little motherfuckers fit anywhere, bro.
Yep. Yeah, they do. You can get the little small ones, get the hook on it, or you get I probably wouldn't do the wallet one, but they do have a wallet one for you keep in your pocket. I ain't trying to do that. Trying to shoot my weenus off. I ain't trying to do all that shit. Beretta.
Shit, bro. That's why you make sure your safety works.
Hey,
who's putting shit in holsters and pockets without a safety, bro?
Hey, Glock don't have safeties. Glock said, hey, you put one in the chamber, that's your safety. So you just got to keep it. You got to keep it dry until you're ready to go. But yeah, there's holsters that you can carry that look like a wallet for I have one for allegedly for a pistol, hypothetically speaking, and you can have it right here in your pocket, and you can just do what you got to do. Yeah, them big 45s, I like them. I like because man, if you're gonna hit something, it's gonna go. What up, Milk? What's going on with you? So you like the 21 because it's comfortable in my hands. Doesn't feel right. You won't shoot it. Yep. Yeah, exactly. The finger is a safety. Yep. Oh, I'm gonna do these depths, man.
Man, everybody want to sell you some insurance, man. Everybody want to sell somebody some insurance, man.
Yep. Must be that time of the year. Enrollment season.
No, I mean, yeah, you can. Look, my thing with Glocks, bro, and really with any gun, bro. If you ain't ready to fire, why do you have one in the chamber? You're looking for this shit.
Unless you're a law enforcement officer, there's no reason to have a loaded weapon like that because there is no safety.
It's not. There's no, people like, oh, well, what if I'm in a store and somebody runs in and starts shooting? Well, first off, get your ass to a safe place. Yeah. That's first and foremost. Then pull out your gun, rack it, And when the guy come around the corner, then you let him have it. Nigga, don't be trying to shoot him from across the room.
If somebody said, hey, man, we're going to give you a 0.5 second advantage to get into a shooting, or you have the possibility of shooting your dick off, which one is you going to take? You know what I mean? You're going to be like, man,
I've seen motherfuckers shoot themselves in the foot, in the leg, trying to pull that shit out.
Look at Plexico Burst.
Well, his shit was falling, and he went to catch it. He caught it wrong. You know what I mean?
That was the crowd. I remember reading that shit. I'm like, wait, what happened? Yeah, that's even still.
You know, I mean, he even said it too. You know what I mean? He should have never even been in that club. He was like, I don't even know why I got up to go to that fucking club. I was already in the bed. I was chilling. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't even know why I got up to go.
Yep. There's a lot more people that shoot themselves accidentally, or not even themselves, shoot TVs. I got a lot of friends that would be cleaning their, well, not a lot of friends. That sounds like I've got a whole bunch of dumbass friends, but I know people that have shot their TVs from fucking around cleaning their guns, and bam, they just dumbass shit. And it's a mental thing. You have to physically tell yourself, I am now going to unload the weapon and clean it. Don't do that. It takes every necessary step, which is you should leave your ammo locked up in a different section when you ever have your gun out. Training, manipulating it, never introduce live ammo, ever, until you're ready to go out in the field, do your shit. But man, it'd be people that be doing some dumb shit, man, some dumb ass shit. I used to teach that shit. I used to teach like firearm safety and shit. So when I say like I hear people that do that community, you just be hearing people like the war stories, and they have pictures. They're like, man, you'd never believe what, you know, X, Y, and Z said. You know, these dudes fucking shot the damn TV, and they show a picture of the flat screen blasted. Dumb shit.
I don't keep the two together.
No, you can't.
I don't keep the two together.
Never.
If the gun is in the car, then the clip is in the trunk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, yeah, and there's some legality behind that. That people talk. You right about that. That definitely.
Here in California, that's the rule.
That is. You know why that's the rule? They made it a rule because people were saying that it wasn't premeditated murder. If you can just go and grab a weapon that's already loaded at your disposal and go and shoot someone. So now they're taking the defense of it not being premeditated murder out. If you have to take that secondary step, if you that mad, you're gonna grab your gun, you're gonna show everybody, nigga, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna shoot the next nigga. Say something crazy to me. And then premeditated is when you go to your trunk, load that bitch up, start dumping, then you ain't got no case to be like, hey man, he just had that opportunity. He was scared for his life. They're like, motherfucker, you could have drove away. You had to go to the trunk. So if you get
to the car, that means you can drive away. If you go straight to the trunk, pull it out, load it up, bro. In all that moments of time, bro, you could have started the car. Now, your only defense is if you in a fucking bucket and you go to start it and the bitch don't start. Yeah. Then you can say, well, hey, look, I tried to get away, but the car was not starting.
Yeah. I had to do what I had to do.
And I just had to do some things, man.
Be like, them motherfuckers was walking up on me like Night of the Living Dead, man. I had to handle my business.
I guarantee you California's crime rate would drop drastically if it went back to being an open carry state like it used to be.
I agree. I totally agree. You don't have to.
Reagan for that bullshit.
Yeah. It's, bro, you see all the shit that's going on in the Bay. I don't know if you guys are seeing it in Southern Cal, but in the Bay, I follow that shit on IG. Every day somebody getting bipped. They getting their windows broke. And they say that the arrest rate on that shit is less than 0.02%. They haven't arrested a single person other than someone probably taking a nap in that motherfucker because they lazy inside a car or some shit. So people have to start carrying. But they can't. California, open carry, you know what I mean?
Nah. So the real reason why California stopped allowing people to be an open carry state is because the Black Panthers showed up to the state capitol on the fucking steps, bro, with guns.
They sure suck
guns in hand. In the next following year, our gun rights were removed. Now the funny thing is the Klan showed up on the steps 3 weeks prior to that.
Yep.
No problem. But when 500 black people show up, then it become a problem.
What also happened was, if you notice, when the Panthers showed up, so there was a law that was still in place, I believe, that still said that you can't open carry pistols. And so they said, fine, we're going to open carry rifles and large ammunition. Yeah, so if you see the pictures, they didn't show up with their pistols like chitty chitty bang bang. They showed up like guns down, militaristic, AKs, you feel me?
AKs,
yep. And when they talk to you about
shotguns
that, because that has been a law that has been enacted, well, in the federal government, but in most states for a long time, because you have a lot of kids that would go hunting. And so they would want to carry their rifles, and they would say, oh, that's not for my personal protection. That's my constitutional right to be able to carry a large, rifle. So they found that not even gray area. They found their right to be able to carry that shit, and was like, yo. So I don't know where it landed with carrying a rifle in California still. Can you carry a rifle the same way like that, or did they change that law because of them too?
You can buy a rifle. You can't just drive around with it though, like Texas or nothing. Put it on your back.
Okay. Because you can't in Washington. You can't in Washington.
You can buy a rifle, no issue, bro. They're not. Ain't no real background check on the rifle. It's background checks are on the handguns.
Right. Yep, exactly.
The ones you can hide. That's what they put in the background checks on.
Yep. But they got nothing that you just can't be open carrying that shit. Because I know out here you can have it posted up on your damn truck if you wanted to. Now I don't know what the rifle law changing. It's probably just shotguns you can do that with. But out here you can. Idaho, they don't give a shit. Montana, Oregon most definitely can. Arizona can. No, Arizona they can't. They just changed that shit because of the border law. Open carry. Can you open carry in Arizona?
Hell yeah, they ain't changed no law. It's open carry state. They ain't never gonna change that. I was just there. Open carry. Yeah. I didn't know what they were at because they were so close. You know what I'm saying? They still open carry, bro. I don't think they're ever gonna change that. I don't think they're ever gonna change that.
Yeah, you're right. That's exactly true.
Just it sucks. You know what I mean? Yeah, you definitely can in AZ, bro. Trust me. I know for a fact you can in AZ, bro.
Yeah.
Just be on the golf course. Motorcycle.
I don't blame you, man.
Mine be strapped to my thigh, bro. Mine be strapped to my thigh, bro. No problem.
I don't blame you.
Just not with that extendo sticking out. That's all. That extendo ain't sticking out. That's all.
Yeah. Just keep that one.
You put a normal cook in. You know what I mean? You put a normal cook in. You put the extendo in your jacket or something.
Like so said, everywhere, dirty.
Everywhere, bro. Everywhere. But that extendo is not the thing you want to have.
Yeah. Hey, how Dave Chappelle said, hey, nigga, that'll get you 5 to 10. Don't do that. You know what he's going. That'll drop too much attention to yourself.
Yeah.
That's just for the crib.
Man, it would be nice to make Cali free. The thing about it is, it'll never happen. With the way they're trying to do gun laws these days, bro, they'll never reverse that.
The largest
economy on the West Coast. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, honestly, I feel like, you know what I mean, if they did, bro, the gun violence in Cali would drop significantly, bro.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's just, you know, it's shitty. You know what I mean? We get the short end of the stick being the state that fucking sets trends, and you know, is basically how America is ran off of what California does. You know what I mean? So, you know, just saying. I'm just saying, bro. You know.
For the nation. Yep.
Like if you knew everybody was allowed to carry, bro, you'd be less ready to actually pull out on somebody and do stupid shit. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be surprised who carrying and who ain't. It ain't the loudest motherfuckers in the room either. Most of the time.
It's usually the quietest motherfucker, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they be sitting there chilling, happy with everybody. How you doing?
I walk tall, carry a big stick.
Exactly. I know from carrying firearms the majority of my life, you feel a lot more independent with everything when you carrying a stick with you.
Hey, we the people, I'm sorry, bro. Larry Elder ain't no better, bro. Larry Elder ain't no better than Newsom, bro. They all the same. They all politicians, bro. What you need to do is put a non-politician in office. Just a regular, normal person like me. Put a normal person like me in office, bro. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm going to do what I want to do. If you don't like what I'm doing, I'm the motherfucking governor. I'll fire your bitch ass. That's my job.
Yep. Hey, vote for Dirty. You should do it.
Hey, as the governor, bro, I'd be firing all kind of people, bro. Yeah, you're relieved of duty, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and replace you, man. You talk too motherfucking much.
Nah, you ain't gotta do that. Just hire me as your assistant. I'll be the number 2 cat, and just bring your playbook. Hey, how do you do it on the hey, man, I need you to bring your playbook, man.
Hey, Dirty said bring your playbook to the office, man. He wanna talk to you.
You ain't gotta worry about shit. You ain't gotta say nothing, bro. I'll just be like, hey, man, you got your playbook with you? Governor Newsom. Hey, man, bring your playbook, bro. Hey, yeah, man.
Bring your playbook, man.
I'm telling you, dog. Yeah, my goal, if I had one ambition that I laugh about, like I kind of just half-heartedly just be joking, but real talk, that would really be one of my goals. Because I don't want to be president of the United States. Fuck being president. I want to be the vice president. I
want to be the president. We can run together, Mike.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't trying to be the number one. Because I want to be like Dick Cheney. I want to be the cat that got an office everywhere and just let you run the ship. And I just want to be up in the FBI office. I want to be in the CIA office, Homeland Security office, fucking NASA, SpaceX. I want to see all that shit. Space Force. I want to have a little office everywhere I go. And they be like, who is that? That's the vice president office, man. What are you doing here? I don't know. You go see
I got a feeling I can win though, bro. Because I'm gonna run on the ticket of a regular person, bro. And then when motherfuckers start, they throw these wild questions out there, I'm gonna give you real grown man answers, bro. Real people answers, bro. Well, if you were to deal with this, look, you rich people, y'all deal with y'all problems y'all way. Us regular Americans, bro, we deal with our problems a certain way. You know what I mean? We come with respect, some reverence, you know what I mean, a little understanding. You know what I mean? We know how to look. If you ain't never lived off beans and rice, hot dogs and top ramen, nigga, I don't expect you to know how to run a fucking country. I don't. Sorry.
Hey, you know how Key and Peele, they have the Obama translator? You just say that. You just be all nice. And I'll be like, look, motherfucker, you ask another stupid ass question like that.
Bro, I'm sorry, bro. Because nobody can find I would be the one. I'd be the one cussing at fucking debates, bro. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
People be interviewing. Hey, man, fuck them people, bro.
hey, look. Hey, somebody gonna be running up on you during the debate. I'm just gonna pull my shirt up like, what? Oh, we got a problem? Pull the strap out. Oh, no. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that shit. You back up. Go back to the stand. Let him finish his conversation. Let him finish what the fuck he had to say.
Hey, look, I just don't believe in either party, bro. I don't believe in either party. That's why I'm not a part of either one of them. You know what I
Man,
mean?
we've been around too long. That's the problem, man. We've been around too long to be influenced by understanding parties and what politicians really are. Most of the majority of them are lawyers, and they figured out how to be able to manipulate the system for the masses. And the ones that are good, they don't stay good for a long period of time because they get wore out. They go through they go through the ringers, and then they see that the system is flawed. Not bad, not good, but it's flawed. And there's nothing they can really do about it until you start seeing real people that's willing to make real changes and understand that that's the system and who's really running that shit. There ain't gonna be no change until we know it.
Hey, Mr. Took Your Soul, man. I'm telling you, bro. You are not wrong, bro. You are extremely right. You know what I mean? The one at 10:02. The one he put up at 10:02. That's not it. A little bit further down. That one right there. Look, I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I had a plan, man. You know what I mean? I had a plan. I was trying to get funding for. You know what I mean? I wanted to take one of these old abandoned buildings downtown LA, one of these big ass 6-7 story buildings, bro. You know what I mean? That the old warehouses that they used to use, and I wanted to convert that into a homeless shelter that had a school, had a school to teach, you know, these people, you know, certain jobs, electrician, plumbing, you know what I mean, construction, you know, things of that nature, computers, you know, right? I wanted a floor for that, you know what I mean? And I wanted a hospital, like a healthcare system inside of there, you know what I mean? A kitchen, you know, a food area, and then a bunch of rooms, you know what I mean? And I just wanted a homeless building to give them some shelter, give them some know-how, some you know, some therapy, some education, make sure they fed, showers, all of that, right? I want to build this. I just want to take one of them buildings and convert it into something that these people could actually turn into productive citizens in society if that's what they so chose to be. You know what I mean? But that was the requirement. Like, if you wanted to live in a building, you had to go to class every day. You had to do something in the building. Work in the kitchen, be in the school, you know, something.
Do something.
You know, you had to be active. You know what I mean? To stay in the building, you had to be active. They told me my shit was unfeasible, and it made no sense, and that, you know, most homeless people don't want no help, and so they shot my shit down.
We don't know that. We don't know if homeless people don't want help or not.
Bro,
unless you give them an option and let them not go there and make that their option.
Bro, I had another plan too before that one. Instead of sending first-time offenders to prison for harmless crimes, send them to my program. You know what I mean? If they don't have a GED, we get them their GED, and then we get them their college fucking diploma. You know what I mean? So if you had a 5-year sentence in prison, you had to come to me for 5 years. You know what I mean? Or until you finished your graduate, you know, your diploma. You know what I mean? If you graduate, you know what I mean, in 3, say you come in, you just do work. You change, you know what I mean? You go to the therapies, you know what I mean? You go to class, you know what I mean? You get your education. Bro, people don't realize it costs more to house a person in prison than it does to send them to college for 4 years. It costs me more money to house you in prison for 1 year than it will cost me to send you to college for 4.
Yep. Sure does.
Saying people don't realize that, man. You know what I mean?
It's a system. It's a business. It's the industrial complex behind prison systems is a legit planned attack to be able to keep people in there. Because before it was they had programs that, like we talked about before, where you could do a couple years in the military. If you had a felony you was facing, you say, all right, we're gonna let you do your time, or like Job Corps. You do like diversion programs, things like that. A lot of those fundings and technical assistance for that shit is gone to the wayside. And that's where you see a lot of these people saying, I got no other place to go. They homeless. And the cops are looking at it like, they can't arrest people because they ain't committed no crime. You ain't really actually committed no damn crime. You can't really say, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take that person to jail because they need a place for the night. So it's a lot, we seeing it a lot in Seattle, where like that shit is a revolving fucking door, bro. Like people are going to jail just to get a place to sleep at night, and then their record is getting bad, and now they can't ever rehab and get housing or get benefits or nothing. They can't do shit because they were homeless and they needed to be able to get a place to sleep. And the cops would say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna come up with something for you to go to jail for the night." So it's a revolving door, and it's a business system. It's a complex for sure. Good talk though. That was a good conversation for sure, y'all. That's good. That's good shit to talk about.
Oh yeah, man. It's the morning show, bro. We are here not only to speak football and things of that nature, but just enlighten the mind, open it up in the day. You know what I mean? The early morning, just to get you thinking. Like, hey,
drinking that coffee. You know what I'm saying? You get your mind. You know what we do? Got some shit that we can actually change. I really do think that politicians is the whole infrastructure of that is gonna change. And like you joking kind of about it, but I really think that there's space for you or anybody to be able to say, I want to start getting into this politics.
My only thing is, man, I don't like how they dig all into your personal life and bring up shit, that really don't have nothing to do with nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
the best. I think what you do is for the campaign is just overly kill yourself on the bashing to yourself. Like I just do like a whole campaign. Like, look, hey man, this is what I did. Yada 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 yada, and just make it into a thing, because I think people would vote for someone that would have those. I mean, I don't want to bring up presidents, but you talk about certain presidents that had a lot of dirt, and you would just see about how did they get the popular opinion, because they were real about it. People connected with it, and they saw something from whatever that situation was that they saw in themselves, a flaw that they see in themselves. I would vote for someone that they said, look, man, this is what I did. When I was 18, I stole something. I shot somebody. I did X, Y, and Z. I would rather have someone do that. And then when I asked them about, hey, man, how is our economy looking right now? I would believe them to have a higher, level of integrity than the other person that said, I didn't do this. This is what's going on. They being a politician about it. But I think that now in this day and age, there's a space for it. There's definitely space for it. I think we've evolved as a country to allow that, that non-politically correctness in that type of capacity. At least I like to think
community college, man. Community college ain't that much, and what I mean, if it's a respectable one, what I mean, the diploma is good.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go to a major university, bro. You know what I mean? And that's that's the other thing, bro. College costs so much goddamn money, people can't afford to go, and then they, you know what I mean?
What up, Auntie? Bro, that's another one. That's another complex, the education complex. They get people in debt for the rest of their freaking lives, bro. Like or at least not maybe the rest of their lives, but if you get a master's degree, you're in debt for 15 years, 10 years of that. If you get you a good job, you can be paying back your student loans for a long time. If you go anything for the medical field, you can be paying back that shit for a long time. So education it's over complexed, I think, by money. And like you said, you can go and get the same education and be able to be suitable for a job at a community college online, even now. Yeah, that's what scares me though, for real, is that because there is legit, I mean, not being in black, but there's an undertone in the government that's like, hey, don't get too far out of line, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why the average man has a hard time with it. Look at what happened to Kennedy. I mean, he wasn't the average man. His family was, you look at the history of him, they were basically, bootleggers and shit.
Yeah.
But they told him, hey, don't be getting too far out of line, John. And we see what you're saying, man. Hey, we don't like that shit. Keep on. That magic bullet. Get a credit card with 25% interest. Yeah.
I get that, you know what I mean, Sacramento State is completely different from USC. I understand that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Look. But here's the thing. Every college has something that they do better than some other college, bro. It just all depends on what program you go to the school for. You know what I mean? I always tell people, man, when you pick a college, you know what I mean? When you're picking a college, bro, if you know what it is you want to do in your life, the career, pick the college that does that the best. Don't just go to a college because it's a college that you went to, man. Sometimes these colleges have programs and they don't hold a candle to another college.
That shit.
You know what I mean? Like, look at UC Davis, bro.
Mm-hmm.
UC Davis has programs
agriculture
way better, yeah. Just like Cal Poly Pomona. You know what I mean? If you're going for agriculture, them schools you want to go to,
bro. Like cannabis,
specialize in.
If you got a motherfucker with, and I know from just looking at resumes, like you write about that, and it's also a network too. So like, if you got someone that went to, you know, whatever, say like for instance UC Davis for agriculture, guess what they're gonna be working at? They're gonna be working for the Conagras of the world, of the Lamb Westerns. You know what I'm saying? The big agriculture companies. And when they hire someone, they're gonna give you the little secret handshake. Oh man, you were so and so. Yeah, it's like a fraternity. You go there for certain things, and the people that are experts in certain industries, they look at it as an entry barrier for other folks because they know what you had to go through. When you go to when you go to UC Davis for agriculture, they know, oh yeah, you had to go through this class. You know the rigors of this, so we can hire you and run this system faster than we would for someone that lives on the East Coast that doesn't have the same, you know, sunlight time or the growth soil that we have in California. You know, so some things we just can't avoid. It's just geographically, you know, California may have better agro systems than the East Coast. So yeah, you want to go to a West Coast college because of that, or the East Coast may have, you know, better philosophers than, you know, someplace in the Midwest or whatever. So yeah, there's nuances with that, but I'm saying just for a general understanding of education, you can go to any place, you know, and get that. I learned more from the smaller settings in community colleges than you do the big colleges.
Yep.
Me personally, for business and shit, my God, man, I still remember my community college business teacher. That motherfucker would show up with a cup of coffee in his hand. We had no test, and he would just talk about his failures in business. And he was like, "Yeah, I didn't pay my taxes on this because I didn't do this or that." You're like, shit, man, okay, let me take this note. And you would just take notes. You take notes about his life. And I learned more about business from that than I did taking it online classes even.
Man, I hear you, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
It's different, man. People just, you know, a lot of people need to stop just listening to shit that they hear and start investigating shit that they hear. You know,
man. You know what, bro? You so right. You that one right there. That was I forgot to. I was thinking about that exact sentiment earlier this morning, and you just got the nail on the head, bro. That is it right there. You start investigating what you hear.
Yeah, stop listening and taking what you hear and start investigating what you hear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is the fucking gem of the month right there. Investigate, and
especially
bringing
it back to politics, bro. Especially when it comes to politics, bro. You know, you could, if you don't read all the articles in a bill, you don't know what the bill is doing.
Ooh. God, yeah, that understanding what other countries could be affected by that shit too, because they'll throw some shit in like, oh yeah, we're gonna give some money to, you know, these motherfuckers over here on this bill by passing this bill for car seats for kids, and they'll put these titles on some shit that'll attract the attention. It's like this is like having a thumbnail on a YouTube post or YouTube video, and it got nothing to do about the fucking contents of the video, but it's like Derek Carr is coming back to the Raiders, you know, question mark, and people be clicking on it, and it's not even about that. You know what I'm saying? It's about you know, us using Nate Hobbs in the slaughter knot. You know what I'm saying? That's the way when people are writing these bills, they'll say something and they'll have a title for it and be like, what? Save the Kids Act? I need to sign on with that. Because for their constituents, they're going to say, hey, I signed the Save the Kids Act. Dirty didn't sign the Save the Kids Act. And if Dirty says, yeah, I didn't sign the fucking Save the Kids Act because it was some bullshit, that's going to be the whole headliner. Everybody going to say it's Dirty said that he don't like the kids. Fuck them kids. But they don't really investigate why Dirty said he's not going to sign that fucking bill, because we were going to be funneling money to another country. That's what happened.
It says save the kids, but it didn't say American kids. Nigga, that's the problem. Bro, who kids be saving?
That part, exactly, bro, exactly.
You know, save the minority kids. Okay, cool. Now we got something to talk about. Just save the kids? Whose kids? My kids?
Yep, whose kids? Yeah. They talk about some other kids.
Yeah, I mean, you want to save the underprivileged, or you trying to save the privileged? Because the privileged kids don't need no fucking saving.
Yep. That one right there too, Tizzle, is people are too lazy to do their own research now. You know,
bro, people too lazy to tie their own fucking shoes. That's why they got shoes that bend at the back and your foot slide out. Americans are fucking lazy, bro. They're entitled and they're fucking lazy. The work ethic that we used to have, we no longer have. I was just telling my kids this shit the other day in the car, man. Y'all lucky. You know what I mean? Like, y'all lucky and y'all unlucky at the same time. You know what I mean? You're lucky enough to be able to research something, you know what I mean, when you need it, but you're also unlucky in the fact that you live in a state, that you live in a country, in a world that expects instant gratification, because everything is fucking instant now. You know what I mean? Even Instagram, it's instant. You don't have to wait for shit no more, so you don't know what patience means. You know what I mean? It used to be patience is a virtue. Now it's a virtue if you have patience.
Man, it's a detriment if you have patience damn near now.
Bro, Americans are lazy, bro. I'm sorry. I love my country to death. You know what I mean? I truly do. But I don't love everybody in it. I don't love everybody in it. And if you don't believe me that Americans are lazy, when you go into some of these job places, who are the hardest working people in there? The fucking immigrants.
Yep.
They're working harder than anybody in that fucking building. Because they know what it takes to actually get something done.
Yep, the Africans, the Migos, the Chinese, the folks that come here. You know what it is I think that this is my opinion on it. You 150% right that Americans are lazy. The main reason why I think we're the laziest out of all the other countries that when they come to America to work right now is because we don't set goals with ourselves. Like, you see people that come to America, they'll say, I'm coming to America for X, Y, and Z. I need to provide for my family, to bring my moms over here, my dad over here, my brothers, and give them an education so they don't have to be, opponents of tyranny, and be told what to do by this asshole over here in this country or whatever is going to be going on. I know some people that are coming over here from Sudan, you know what I'm saying, and they were child soldiers, and they get away from that type of shit. And it's a different grind. It's a different grind than a motherfucker that just, woke up one day and they're like, yeah, man, I grew up in, over here in California or Texas, and yeah, man, my parents worked their whole life and I didn't have to worry about shit. Some of these people are coming from war zones. They coming from, living with 15 people in their houses, or not having, the opportunity to know where their next meal is going to be coming from. So when they see these opportunities and they see this shit, they see that we're just out here programmed to just be content and we have no goals. A motherfucker that come out here and they set some goals and you're never content with anything, those are the people that are successful right now in America. My opinion. The ones that set a goal and you're never content with shit. You're like, I ain't shit no matter where you're at, and you're going to keep on setting your goal to get to that next level. That's the blueprint right now to how to win in America. Really, it's really that simple. It really got easy because we've gotten so lazy for motherfuckers to really get ahead if they really want to. Just set them goals, investigate it, because you got all of the education and the opportunity to investigate on stuff is right in front of you now. And you know that the competition is going to be even lower because people are lazy as shit. So yeah, you got it right on that too, I think.
Look, we the people. You say in America, it's about working smarter, not harder. They let immigrants do that for them, right? But look, here's my thing. Most Americans don't know what working smarter than harder means. You know what I mean? In all honesty, if I work smarter, I still have my hands on something. I just do it the proper way, right? Americans' thing is, in order to work smarter, hand it off to somebody else and stand over them, and hopefully they do it right. It's not working smarter, especially if you hand it off to somebody that has no fucking idea what they're doing. That's not working smarter.
Yep.
Actually, what it's doing is creating more work. And I've noticed this, bro, especially with paper pushers, bro. The people who push papers, they lose shit on purpose just so that they can get more money out of it in the fucking end. Yeah. I was at Home Depot yesterday, bro, picking up some shit from my mom's house, right? And there was these guys there, you know, and they were doing floors for somebody else's house, right? But they had never done it before. So they didn't really know how to do it. They had never done it before, right? So they see me in the flooring section, you know what I mean? And they ask me, hey man, do you do this? I'm like, yeah, I do a whole lot of stuff, you know what I mean? They got to asking me questions about how to do it. I said, well, look, tell me what it is you're doing right now, you know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, the way you're trying to go about doing it, I said, that's wrong. You know what I mean? What you guys are doing, that's not the right way of doing it. You know what I mean? I said, you know, and I got to talking to them. These guys are fixing this person's house, man, right? And they don't have no insurance. You know, they're not licensed. They're doing all of this stuff under the table for this guy, bro. You know what I mean? And then they were complaining about, you know, oh, well, you know, he doesn't really pay us. He pays us when he wants to, and he pays us how much. I said, you know what? Here's the answer for that, bro. You start doing the work the way he pay you. If he half-ass pay you, you half-ass work. Stop putting your all into it. You know what I mean? I said, first and foremost, go get you a business license, one, and then get you some insurance, two. As I said, if you fuck somebody's house up, you're looking at minimum $30,000, $40,000 to have it fixed. You ain't $30,000, $40,000 to fix nothing. Yep. If you're doing something and you crack their foundation, bro, the initial fee for a cracked foundation is $100,000, bro.
And on the other side of it, if you got to take their ass to court as a business owner, then you won't be able to take them to small claims court because you know that you did it under the table. If they don't pay you, if you did all that work, imagine what they're gonna be thinking. I ain't gotta pay this motherfucker. I ain't gotta pay him shit. Who they gonna come after? He gonna come after me if he ain't got his paperwork, you know, in the row. So from that perspective, that saves them time and money by spending that little extra bit of time and money for that. That'll save you a whole lot of headache in the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always been winners and losers. That's for sure. But I got my vote for Dirty. I vote for you. I vote for you, man. I'd like to see that project work out for you, man. I really would like to see you go into your 60s and 70s as a politician. You know what I'm saying? I can see that.
Nah, I'd have to get it out the way early, bro. I ain't trying to be 60, 70 as no political.
Oh, you just gonna be in and out with it?
I'm just gonna jump straight into motherfucking presidency, nigga. Do my 8 years and bounce. At 50, bro. I'm running for president at 50, bro. I'm just gonna jump in, do my 8 years, and I'm out, bro.
Hey, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. All that other stuff, man. That's really somebody. Some people just really be passionate about just one or two minute things in the government, and they can do their whole life just working on that one passion. It could be popcorn in movie theaters, making that a mandate. Like there's politicians that just be working on one thing their whole career. Like cannabis, you know,
the government takes 50% of broke people's money. not 50% of rich people's money.
Oh, they absolutely not. They don't take rich people's money. They give them money. They say thank you for stimulating money.
That's just stupid. Look, see, that's my thing. Like, if I was president, bro, I'd make sure that tax shit got changed, bro. Why am I gonna tax the people who don't have anything? It don't make any sense. You're gonna tax the people who have nothing, and then you expect them to help you make your economy go round, and you keep taking from them. They can't afford shit. Yep. And then you want to take, and then you want to boost prices. You know, you boost prices for 5 years, and then you raise the cost of living.
Yep. You know what it's going to take, and at least I think what it would take, not a end all for it, but just the understanding for the average person to know what the rules of the game are, because you too, like not you personally, but like Americans too can play by the same rules, right? So like when you look at like those tax breaks, at some point, some rich dude, and I've been in some conversations with some rich people that were rich for the first time, and they start seeing that check coming in and they see that tax burden, and they're like, man, what the fuck? Oh my God, I can't, but what? And then there's always a tax dude. They go to see the tax man and they say, what can I do to make my tax burden less liable? And they hire someone. They hire a tax expert to say, look, this is what you do. You get your shit incorporated. You get your LLC, and everything that you do in your lifestyle, you write off. So then if you make an income, if you're putting it towards your business expenses, you can write that shit off. So when you talk like about business people that own businesses, what the average person don't realize is like every time they have a conversation, every time they're having a meal, every time they're wearing clothes, they drive their car, they live in their home, they're writing all of that off in their taxes. And they're just figuring it out from hiring the right people. So if you guys haven't figured that part out about how the system works, I would urge you, get your LLCs up, because just taking a check and collecting a check is not going to be it. You got to get an LLC, and we got to start writing off our lifestyle. Every time we go out and go get a haircut, every time we go out and have a dinner, or we talk, we send somebody something, we got to start writing that shit off like them.
Yeah. Like I told you that football player did. Turn yourself into an
LLC, man. Yeah.
Turn yourself into an LLC, bro. Just, and that's how America's going to recognize you, bro. I'm not a person, I'm a business.
Ozzy, I will say this. I'll say that it makes some people lazy, but it also, this is the caveat. This is the part that, we tend to, not speak about. How many multi-millionaires have you seen that are kids now? I know I've seen tons of these motherfuckers that popped up since social media. And now you're talking about like what we just talked about. These kids are turning themselves into businesses. They don't have to go and work for anybody. So this next generation, they're not going to be growing up having to do paper routes and have to go work with their uncles, aunties, ma and pa, grandpas and granddads in the summer and go and do, summer work for them, pay for their school clothes. These are kids that are going to be head of their households and their taxes in 5 years. Their kids are going to be heads of households because they're going to be content creators, or they're going to be, writers. I'm telling you, we have people that are in the Raider community right now that are under the age of 18 that are motherfucking amazing, bro.
I partially disagree with you.
Yeah, you good? Yeah.
What you talking reason about? Being is these kids are getting money young. They have no idea what financial, feasibility means. Yeah. They have no idea. You know what I mean? All they know is they're getting $20,000 every month, and then as soon as you get it, you run out and spend $19,000 in a day.
There's that group too. Yeah,
bro, you're 18 with a fucking Lamborghini for what?
Yep.
Why?
There is some kids. I was listening to this one dude, and this is the reason why I say it. This kid was, and I mean, it blew my fucking mind. I'm gonna find out what the podcast. It's in my history on YouTube. It was a kid that grew up in the Bay Area. He was mixed. He was half black, half Chinese, and he talked about how he leveraged social media, and he uses things like, you know, his cars and all that shit. He's like, tax write-off, you know, that's a part of my expense. So when these kids, some of these kids, like, yeah, they're dumbasses, and they're not spending it the right way. But there is some of these kids that are like, yeah, I was reading or watching this content creator that told me to do this, and I applied it like this. And so now I saw this dude on a wealth channel. Like, I didn't see him from just the content that he created. They brought him on because he made so much money, and they're like, how young were you when you started making your first meal? He was like, I was 16, made my first meal. They're like, what'd you do? He's like, my parents. He's like, my mother, who's you know, she's Asian. She's the one that handles the money in the house. She told me how to invest it. My father, he's like, my father was a CPA, and he just, you know, followed the mom's lead and made sure I followed my shit right. So there's kids that are involved in it. You're right. There are kids that they don't know what the fuck to do with it, and you're gonna need parents that are gonna be able to do that. But my point being is that, you know, these younger generations about social media, when you say that it's a detriment to them, not all of them. They're making it in, well, we all are figuring out how to make it into income now.
I feel you. And then my other thing is, I don't watch these content creators that pull pranks, bro.
That pull pranks? Oh, no.
Especially the ones that pull pranks on people, you know what I mean, that are just walking around on a normal day. Look, I didn't look, it's this one dude, bro.
I think I know you're talking about.
I think he in Texas or something, bro. He be
the one that be setting people on fire and shit?
Nah, the one that be getting out the car in traffic and kicking people's cars and shit.
Oh, hell no.
You know what I mean? He be jumping on people's hoods and shit, sitting on their car, talking about he be throwing the fist, you know what I mean? Like he be doing this shit, and yeah, anybody want something? Bro, I saw him do a video and he went to kick old boy car, and old boy came out and said, nigga, what? And you, oh man, it's just a prank. It's just, bro.
There was, yeah, you gonna.
It ain't a prank when you start fucking with people's property, bro.
Did
you kick my car? I don't care if it's a prank or not, nigga. You getting handled.
Hey, they had one where this kid took a gasoline tank, filled it up with water, and was going around Walmart and was pouring it on people's hood of their car. And people like, what you doing? What you doing? And he ran up on the wrong white dude. That motherfucker said, don't do that. Don't do that. He was calm as shit. He had his little Ram truck. He was like, yeah, don't do that.
Bro, I seen one of these cats in Walmart headed towards me, bro, right? And I looked at him because I said, nigga, don't even try it, bro. I said, I be seeing you on IG, YouTube. Nigga, I'm not the one. All right, man. I'm not, bro. I am not him. Hold on. Hello?
He about lost his life over a joke. That's true. Yeah, man. Yeah, they these kids nowadays, they I see both though. I see the ones that do some dumb, ignorant shit, like Funny Marco. You guys know who that is? He's got some good content sometimes, but other times he does shit that's just to the point to where you're like, hey man, you're going too far. You know, nobody taught you the right way to be, you know, doing some dumb shit. And he'll put some stuff up like he had one, this black dude was on there from the 85 South show, Carlos Miller, and just randomly brought out this monkey. And he got real racist, and it was just dumb shit. So like, if you're gonna make content, again, for $1 and you're doing it for money, think about the shit that you do. Like, don't sell your soul to be able to make a quick buck off that. If you're gonna do it, be genuine to yourself, you know, and it'll turn out better in the long run if you do that. But I hate the drama content folks that make like the IG posts in Walmart and get the people to do pranks and try and set their car on fire. I think all of that shit, even the people that they're talking to, I think that's all set up and pranked too. But you know, I don't think they're just doing that right off the rip with people. And when the pranksters went to the hospital for a joke, yeah, I bet you they did. They're gonna get fucked up doing that shit. Get shot down. Off topic, not sure if y'all discussed it yet, but how you feel about the new fair catch rule. Hey, OJ, that's a good point. I do not like it because if you think about it from this perspective, so the new rule that Omar is talking about, thank you for that question, bro. Good question. Is that fair catch rule now is that if you kick the ball on a kickoff, not on punts, but on kickoff, and you can, and besides just downing the kick and running it, you have to automatically reset at the 25. So what I don't like about it is it changes the opportunity for a team to have a really good special team score after a touchdown. Because usually, when is the only time that a team is going to be returning a kickoff? On the coin return or on the coin toss to start the game. If the winning team decides that they want to kick the ball off or return it, then that's when we see it. Or after a score. So let's say the team scores, and now that just limits the opportunity for the return man to show out. And if he wanted to, score and just automatically recoup from what the defense just gave up for the team. So if it's Chiefs and Raiders and the Chiefs have scored and they're on the kickoff and the Raiders are returning the kick, now we don't have an opportunity to run the ball back and we have to take the ball to 25. So I don't like that. I don't like the rule. I think it's bullshit. And again, we talk about laws and rules and how the government sneaks different things in. Yeah, returning team who fair catch, get the ball on the 25-yard line. Yeah, so it's like, why even take the ball? You know what I'm saying? Take it back and you can, fair catch it and get it on 25. The other rule, like I said, we talked about how they sneak shit in that you don't want to go unmissed, is there was a rule that also snuck in the rule change that no one's talking about right now. I'm gonna write something about it today. I got a little bit of time later on this evening. I'm gonna write something about it. But there's a rule change, also the third quarterback rule, because of what happened to the Niners in the playoffs last year, is that you can have a designated quarterback on your roster that doesn't take up your 53 or your practice squad, that have to travel with the team. They don't have to dress. So that way, if you have a QB that goes down, you automatically have one that you can be able to have to pull in your back pocket. That was approved yesterday as well, with that 25-yard fair catch rule on kickoffs. So I got to look into all the details on it. I'll write something about it today.
The kickoff rule that they should have been the fucking XFL rule.
What's that one?
That's the one where you can't move until the man catches the ball.
You know what
I mean? The thing about it is you guys aren't that far away, right? The kicker
impact is less.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's less impact. The front, the two lines are only 10 yards apart.
Right.
You know what I mean? The kicker is way back here. He kicks the ball, it goes over your head. You see the man catch it, then you can move. Yeah. I like that one, bro.
I like that one too.
I like that too. I think the XFL did well with that one.
I agree. I 100% agree on that. They said that this new rule supposedly is supposed to impact the players' concussion rates by 15%. The reason why they're doing this is because you guys don't know there's a heavy ass lawsuit against players for the NFL right now, because they're saying that they took the majority of their concussions from CTE, from special teams hits and hits that impacted like that. So the NFL is doing their best to, and you're right, this is where we need to hire Dirty as NFL commissioner. And fuck president, we need to make the commission say, look, hey man, take that XFL rule. How you gonna say it? Take that XFL rule, man. Give it to him over here. That would make more sense, bro.
Look, it makes sense, because if you look at it, bro, the XFL is about to be that. It's about to be that tunnel to the NFL for those players who didn't quite make it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're going to have to follow that same rule.
Into the NFL through the XFL, bro.
Yep. So when you scouting players and their ability, that's going to be a whole new skill set to be like, that dude can take off from a dead stop to go tackle a dude on the kickoff return. That's going to be another stat that we can be able to generate that's not going to be from college football, because college football ain't enacted that rule yet, but they probably will.
You know, there's so many things, bro. I gotta go take a shower. Gotta go see my mom in a minute. My son is getting in trouble. How do you get in trouble at school the day before graduation?
What?
You graduate tomorrow, nigga. What are you doing?
He was good for what? About a good week, 2 weeks?
bro.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. He was good for 3 weeks. He was good for like 3 weeks.
You have a half a day of school left, bro. A half a day. Tomorrow you graduate at 9 in the morning.
Oh God.
You graduate tomorrow at 9 a.m.
What they gonna do? They gonna let him walk or not?
Yeah, they gonna let him walk. They just like, so I believe I keep telling them, when you see my son in the morning, just say hello. Don't say nothing else to him. You know what I mean? He's not a morning person. As soon as he's walking in the gate, they got on him about his sweatshirt. I didn't know he had on. I was asleep. My wife took him to work. I don't even think my wife really paid attention to it either. Basically, he had Tupac on his sweatshirt, but Tupac had a joint in his mouth.
Okay. All right.
Whatever. You know what I mean? So he can't wear that because it's, you know what I mean, it's a drug.
Yeah, he already given them probable cause to fuck with him. Yeah.
Right. So then, they messed with him on that, you know, but nobody, you know, really did anything to let him go. He goes to PE class, and PE teacher's like, hey, you know, put your phone away, blah, blah, blah. Now, here's my thing. The kid has 1 day of school left. The fuck is he gonna do in PE? Not a goddamn thing. If he wants to be on his phone, let the nigga be on his phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
he out the door.
Look,
it ain't like he's coming back.
Nigga, I ain't gotta do shit.
Graduating. Yeah, he is graduating. He's not coming back to another year.
I'm not coming back to this shit, nigga. You lucky I came to class.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, I mean, he didn't like that, so he cussed the teacher out, and then the assistant principal came and he cussed her out, and they made him change his sweatshirt. But my whole thing is, why y'all even bothering him? He ain't doing nothing to y'all. He ain't doing nothing to nobody. He's just on his phone. Let the kid be on his phone during PE. It doesn't fucking matter. He doesn't have to do shit. Yep. He's already graduating. Are you gonna give him an F because he didn't pay attention to you on the last day? You can't do that. You already put his grades in the computer. You can't go change them.
Yep.
So the kid's graduating. Just leave him the fuck alone.
Let him be.
Fuck. Just leave him alone. Shit.
High school's got to be rough, man. In this era, it's a difference because the phones and everything else.
School today is because they have the rehearsal for the graduation. That's the only reason he went to school today.
Yeah.
If they didn't have rehearsal, bro, I probably wouldn't have sent them to school. For what?
I don't blame you. I do not blame you for all that bullshit. You know that could be the school taking their last little jab at him too.
Bro,
I never put it past the system. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna act like my kid is like perfect or nothing like that. He does do shit, you know what I mean? But you know, sometimes I feel like the school just be bothering him for no fucking reason.
It seems like it.
So, like, man, all these kids that be in this school, man, I saw a girl the other day picking my kids up from high school, bro.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know you going.
This girl wore a Victoria's Secret nightie to school, bro. Wore the nightie to school, tops and bottom, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't fucking with her?
Yeah. Yep. What he got to do is have a joint in his mouth, which could be any damn thing. If that's the case, then you shouldn't have Marvel characters because they promote violence.
A Victoria's Secret nightie. You know what I'm talking about, bro?
Yeah.
And I'm not no pedo or nothing, but this girl looked like, in that nightie, bro, she looked like she was 22.
Yeah. They won't say shit to that.
But you gonna fuck with my son over a sweatshirt, but you're not gonna say nothing to this white girl that wore a fucking nightie to school.
Yep. Or you ain't want to talk about the bathrooms and where motherfuckers can go, you know, squat at. It's a whole other story,
bro. You know what I mean? I'm in the car like, are you fucking serious?
Yep.
Ain't no way, bro. My daughter is not allowed to wear any shorts that don't at least come to the middle of her thigh, bro.
Don't blame you. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, hookers can show up at school, but my son can't wear a Tupac shirt.
Real talk. Yep. That's true.
Bro, I'm just saying. She wasn't the only one, though. I mean, these little girls be wearing whatever the fuck they want to wear to school, bro. You know what I mean? Whatever it is they want to wear to school. I'm not. Look, it should be against school regulations for you to show up in fucking biker shorts in a fucking sports bra, and that's it. You shouldn't be allowed to wear that to school.
That's more of a distraction than wearing a fucking Tupac shirt. I 1000% guarantee that to the teachers, the staff, the students, to every damn body around it. They would say, which one is more of a shot to your conscience? Seeing this Tupac shirt, which is a man that's dead, that was a musician, that impacted lives, that said to women that empowered women, or do you want to see a woman that is a minor that is exposing herself? I'd rather take the initial one. Fuck that.
I'm just saying, man. Hey, yeah. Look, everything went to shit when they took God out of school. I'm just being honest, bro. You used to get up in the morning, say the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. You would say, you know what I mean, the Lord's Prayer, all of that, bro. Can't do none of that shit no more in school. Can't do none of that shit.
You better whoop your ass in school too. I went to
it's funny. It's funny that the only thing that God is allowed to be in is your fucking money.
Yep.
And he don't even need money. So why is his name on the money?
Yep.
Should it say in God we trust, or should it say in the dollar we trust?
Mm-hmm. That part. Hey, that might be gone too. She may have some.
I don't understand how in God we trust is on the back of the money when you don't trust in it.
Depends on who was politicking the laws. Oh man, speaking of high school students, yeah, I see it. Hey, man, this is a scary world, though, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it up there earlier. Somebody said, you know, look at how these girls dress to school, and then you get mad at the male teachers that do. You're the one that lets your kid come out of the house like that.
Mm-hmm.
You allow your kid to walk around like a sex symbol, and they're not.
Real talk.
You know what I mean? That's just not fair. It's just it's not fair, bro. If you want to be a good parent, monitor what your child does. Quit leaving it up to other people to raise your fucking kid. Raise your child. I'm not gonna let somebody who didn't go through hours of fucking pain to give birth to this child like my wife did to fucking raise them. It's not their responsibility, it's mine. And I'm
right about that, Mr.
I want to.
Have you seen that shit? There is an influx of not just even teachers. I was reading about this one lady. She was the not the guardian, but she was like the godmother's kid and got pregnant by this 14-year-old boy. I read about recently another teacher that got pregnant by a student. It's some shit going on out there. I mean, it's always been that way.
She just lost her job because she slept with a 16-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. You don't monitor what your kids are doing. That's not anybody else's fault but your own.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't monitor what your child does or wears or what type of person they are, it ain't nobody else's problem but your own. It's your fault. Stop blaming the rest of the world for your fuck ups, bro. Stop it.
Yep. You got to take that accountability. Well, you got to go. I know you do. I got to get ready to roll. That was a good conversation, though.
Great conversation.
Yeah, I like that. I like talking about the future of these kids, man. They're gonna be taking care of us one day.
I'm gonna leave it like I'm gonna say this. This is how I'm gonna end the show today. You know, normally I hit you with the same back here, but I'm gonna say something a little bit more important than that. If your child is a fuck up, that's because you are too.
Bam. I'm gonna play the music on that one. And we out.
Touchdown, Raiders! Ever since a kid, it's been patching skulls. Black and white, you see it on my flags and poles. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know. I'm a Raider, baby, you ain't gotta ask to know.